The Detroit Lions head into their bye week looking to get healthy coming out against the Los Angeles Chargers. And we have a new addition to the team in Donovan Peoples-Jones. He's going to open up the long game, one that we really, not from a speed standpoint, but a contested catch ability, something that we really don't have a ton of. We really haven't had that, honestly, since Kenny Golladay left. We don't have like that contested catch ability guy, and I think that DPJ will be that for us. But legendary wide receiver Herman Moore, the guy from my childhood when I was growing up and when I first got into the Detroit Lions with him, Barry Sanders, Lomas Brown, Chris Spielman, those guys, says that he thinks that the Detroit Lions are not using Jameson Williams in a way to build his confidence. And I know a lot of you guys just want to see Jameson Williams get the ball. He doesn't, whether it's end arounds, reverses, flea flickers, whatever the situation, to put him in a better position to make a play by getting him the football, something that he did a lot of in college. Somebody in my comment section of a live stream said that Jameson Williams only dropped the ball 6 times in college. He probably has that in his 1.5-year career with the Detroit Lions. But here's what Herman Moore said he would do if he could get Jameson Williams involved. Says, I think he can be fixed not quickly, but I think it'll be done very methodically. Here's what I would do if it were me. I would get him involved. I would move him to the slot. I'd take him from the outside. He's too easy to defend as an outside guy. Bring him to the slot occasionally. I don't think he's going to find his thing. If you put him and St. Brown into the slots and you go split sets and 2 receiver sets on each side and you mirror your routes, you have a person who will defeat the one-on-one. He continues, I think he needs to get shorter routes where you're getting the ball in his hands really quickly. You look at Amon-Ra St. Brown. He finds holes in the zone. You're asking him to come out of his shell, to come out of the flatness that he's in. Only on big routes, big plays. That's the lowest percentage completion that you can have. You're not going to build his confidence. You're going to continue to destroy it. Those are pretty heavy words coming from Herman Moore. Now, obviously, I'm a dude sitting in the basement, so that goes without saying. Herman Moore, great Detroit Lion. I believe he's in the Ring of Honor for the Detroit Lions, and he's played the game, and I can understand what he's trying to say, but I can also understand that if you have I guess he's trying to say, get him involved to build his confidence, and then when the game is on the line or you need a play, you're going to be able to trust Jameson Williams. He mentioned something about routes, and is Jameson Williams even running the right routes? Like, I don't think we can put this all on the fact that we're not, quote unquote, using him the right way. Jameson Williams has some accountability to be at the right place at the right time. We've seen the miscommunication, right? We've seen the miscommunication. Now, granted, it has come on long balls. So from what Herman is saying, it sounds like he's trying to say that build his confidence and then he'll make those plays when they need to be made. That's tough to do. That's tough to do when if you have some schemes or a script that you're following, or you have go-to plays. We have so many other people. We can't force feed Jameson Williams the ball, even if we put him in the slot. I've seen him in the slot before. I've seen him. He might have had a target in the slot. You have to be able to catch the football. So because his confidence is not where it needs to be, that might contribute to his drops. Like I said, somebody told me he only dropped the ball 6 times in college, and he probably has just as many now in his short NFL career. This is what Herman Moore continues to say. This is from the All Lions coming from the Detroit Lions podcast. Put the ball in his hands, give him the opportunity to make some moves in the open like he did when he was in college. But also, he's going to get some catches under his belt. He's got to touch the ball. If you're not going to let him touch the ball right now and be part of beating a one-on-one or having really quick routes where he can get in and out of cuts, he's going to be a story. And he says, lastly, I'm saying that because I'm telling you, I can see where he's lacking in his confidence. If his confidence is only going to grow from deep balls and touchdowns, that's awful. That's not who he is. So that's not what I would be doing right now. Treat him like I would treat St. Brown. And I think the effectiveness that we've seen with St. Brown, you'd get another person who's just as good, who's faster, and who can make those type of plays happen. I would love to see that. I would love to see what a combination of that would look like. So Herman Moore is saying, if you're only going to use this guy with the deep ball, you're going to destroy his confidence because those are the lowest percentage balls to catch. And Jameson Williams is not that contested catch guy. I mean, he caught one over the shoulder way out of place against in that Tampa Bay game. So it can be done, but that is not his game. His game is get the ball in his hands and make it happen. So I'm not going to argue with a wide receiver, a guy who's played the game and stuff like that. And I understand what he's saying. You're not using him in the way that he was used in college. Therefore, you're destroying his confidence. And when it comes to a catch that could be deemed as easy, he's not going to have it. And we've seen what low confidence can do. Low confidence is when Jared Goff got here. He was miserable. And his confidence was low. He had just got traded. He didn't know about the trade until it was already done. And he leaves LA to come to Detroit, a miserable franchise, just fired their head coach. And we saw what confidence looked like, what a lack of confidence looks like. And again, while I'm not going to argue with getting him the ball more, I don't know, man. It seems like in the NFL, it doesn't necessarily work like that. Here it is that Penei Sewell was drafted at one position. He's playing the other one, right? So when you get to the NFL, not that he should be great at everything he should do, but the guy came out and his first catch, he ran out of bounds, right? Your first catch, your first attempt, your first target, you ran out of bounds. Like immediately he's come in and he has been underperforming. So these comments from Herman Moore would have me believe is that when this guy came, once he got hurt, he started lacking confidence. And maybe that's a possibility. Maybe when Jameson Williams was hurt, he just dropped in confidence. But at the same time, here's what I'll say. Brad Holmes talked about accountability. If you have a problem, to me, I don't know, man. It seems like we can't take accountability away from J-Mo. If J-Mo has a problem catching the ball, right? Do more jugs. If you are in the National Football League and you're a receiver and the ball hits you in the hands, you have to catch it. You have to catch it. So he doesn't have confidence when he's targeted in a route. He beats the guy, the ball hit him in both the hands, and he drops it. That's a confidence thing. Okay, it could be. Look at Kadarius Toney. Kadarius Toney just lacked confidence over that first game against the Detroit Lions, dropped everything. Real talk, that's probably why we won that game. One of the reasons we won that game is because his receivers could not catch. Kadarius Toney could not catch. But Patrick Mahomes said, I didn't lose confidence in Kadarius, and he kept going back to him game after game after game, and he's made some big plays. I know we drafted Jameson Williams to do a thing, but we have other guys that do that thing better. And we can't just force feed Jameson Williams the ball to build his confidence. If you look at, we try to get him the ball, right? So we do the little end around or whatever. Max Crosby sniffed that right out. Maybe it was a lock of assignment on the tackle, whoever it was. Dude was unblocked and blew the play up. And to me, I will say this. It's becoming where if Jameson Williams is in the game, you kind of know that the Detroit Lions are going to try to get him the ball. In the Tampa Bay game, we saw Jameson Williams in the game. We're like, okay, Jared Goff's going to start targeting him. And that's exactly what he did. He started targeting him. And now we were unable, and then it paid off, right? To me, get him in the game. When his number's called, you gotta step up. You got to step up. So I'm not saying I disagree with Herman. If I do, so what? He's Herman Moore. I'm Derek. He played, I didn't, but I can have an opinion. My thing is, if his number is called, he's got to step up. Can the Detroit Lions get him more involved? Yes. Do they have the opportunity to? I don't know, because again, third down and whatever, are you going to go to Jameson Williams? But I will say this, Jameson Williams, the third down and 11, that play, that terrible, horrible ball from Jared Goff, that play was always meant to go to J-Mo, and he caught it, and the rest is history. Helped us win the game. So I don't know, but let me know your thoughts in the comments below about Herman Moore's thoughts on Jameson Williams. I know a lot of y'all agree that we need to use him more, but I don't think it's that easy. I don't think we just have to, put him in a slot and just start feeding him the ball. I think we could do that, but I think it's easier said than done, but it depends a lot on the defense. Does Jared Goff trust Jameson Williams to run the correct route? We've seen that. So I don't know. I don't know, but confidence is a big thing. And I do agree with that a lack of confidence, low confidence will affect his play. It's unfortunate, but that's the way it is. Here it is that Josh Rosen was shipped around right after he was drafted and is not in the NFL at this moment, and it hasn't even been 5 years. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Also, consider subscribing to the YouTube channel. Let me know. I still haven't seen it, so I don't know if it's active. If you were unsubscribed and you saw the animated subscribe button, I'm very intrigued by that. YouTube is trying to do everything it can to help you subscribe to the channel, because what they're noticing is that a lot of people watch, and they watch a lot, and they keep coming back, but they don't subscribe. So they're trying to help us to grow by a nice little reminder of you subscribing to the channel. So let me know your thoughts. Subscribe if you haven't already. On a push to 15.6, trying to get to 20,000, where I'll give this Detroit Lions sign, have a giveaway behind me when we hit 20,000 subscribers. You guys are awesome. Take care of yourself and each other. And as always, go Lions.